Hello, welcome to another episode of 5 Business Rules. I'm Nicole Krug, digital marketing strategist with Socialite.
And I'm Monika, Jansen, head kick-ass copywriter and strategist with Jansen Communications.
And today we are talking about this concept of passive income streams. Now this idea has been around for a while, but I have a lot of clients lately that have been calling and saying, hey, I'm thinking about putting together an ecourse or some kind of membership. Is this worth my while? And the sad answer is that it's often not. To give you some context of like so many app developers, if they can buy a sandwich once a month from what they're making on their apps, they're doing really well, right? So I have a couple of clients that have gone through the idea of putting together an e-course. And I'm not going to say e-courses you can't make money off of, but I think it's just important to be mindful that this idea of passive income, and what I'm talking about is e-courses, is books, is webinar,
You create it once and then it should be generating income for you.
Right.
Should be.
So the first thing to know is that there is a lot of work to go into creating the content or whatever it is to have passive income. Many people say creating a course is essentially the equivalent of writing a book. It's the same amount of time and commitment. And Monika knows all about writing books and the time that takes.
Yes. But you really need to put so much thought and so much effort into this. This isn't like, ooh, this is a great idea. I'm just going to throw something together and no one's going to buy it.
Nobody's going to buy it because that brings us to number 2. Not only do you have the content that is part of your whatever offering, you have to do a lot of content to market it. You have to do webinars, you have to put together sales funnels, you have to put together drip emails, and if you're not sure what those are, we will put links at the bottom of this video to explanations of that. But it is, as now we're going to say point number 3, you're going to need an ongoing, comprehensive marketing plan to sell, and you're going to have to always keep selling to have passive income.
It's not a one and done. It's not, and publishing a book is not a one and done. Publishing a course is not a one and done. Nothing when it comes to marketing is a one and done. Point
number 4, you cannot start from scratch. I have one client right now. She was a very well-known, high-level CMO in Silicon Valley, right? Has a lot of influence, has a lot of, but when she this was her plan for retirement. And even though she has a lot of contacts and a lot of friends, that's not a list of people buying from her.
No.
And so to be able to do that, you have to have a list, and I don't mean like hundreds, I mean thousands. You have to have an audience, and whether it's your email list, whether it is you work on building your influence up on Insta, and in that, we're talking about hundreds of thousands of followers before you have the power to sell something.
Yeah, it's doable. Okay, all of this is doable. It's not saying you can't do this. It's impossible to do it. This is all just about being aware of what you need to do to make it worth your while, because you don't want to put, this is hours, dozens, hundreds of hours into this for naught.
So, and that brings us to the final point of you need to do your market research, because you need to not only understand if it's useful and if people want it, but if they will pay for it.
It's 2 different things.
Very different things, right? And how much they're going to pay for it, because I might be willing to throw $50 at something, but if you want to charge me $3,000 for it, that is not worth my while. And chances are I can probably find a lot of the same information for free on the internet. So you have to, before you go through, you have to figure out if you can make money off of it.
Think of subscribing to the New York Times online. You can get news from other sources, but you can't get the New York Times.
You can through your library, your online library.
Okay, all right. Nicole, you're not helping. Online library. The point is that special content that is only available from the New York Times, right? You want people to think of you as the New York Times. They can't get this anywhere else. They can only get it from you.
So,
not the library.
Sorry. I live on the internet for a living. Anyways, we digress. But like you said, as Monika said, you can do this. But I look at like the Tony Robbins, the Marie Forleos, and the Amy Podolsky's, that tell you. I call that selling the dream. They have an entire marketing engines behind selling all their courses and selling you the dream that you can do this very easily. You can do it, but it's not easy.
No.
So take this. If we saved you some time and money, give us a thumbs up, and we will look forward to seeing you next time.
Bye.